Chapter 2 Tables in MS Access 2010 Chapter Focus Introduction to MS Access Tables in Database Starting Access Creating a new table in Datasheet view Saving and closing a table Database Data is a collection of unprocessed or raw items which can include text, numbers, images, audio and video. Information is processed data, that is, it is organized, meaningful and useful. In addition to documents, information can be in the form of audio, images and video. A database is a collection of data which is organized in a manner that can be easily retrieved. They consist of fields, records and files. Some people use manual database who use filing cabinets to manage their data, but most modern companies today rely on computerized database software, often called Database Management System (DBMS), that can not only retrieve and manage huge amount of data more efficiently than ever before, but also present it in a format desired by you. Thus, a database management system is a set of data and programs needed to manipulate data. A database management system, DBMS, is a software that enables a user to create, maintain and use a database. It allows users and other software to store and retrieve data in a structured way. The database is organized in rows and columns in the form of table containing information. The columns are called attributes and the rows are called records in a table. The collection of information in the form of rows and columns is called a database. Applications of a database. Databases are used at most of the places to ensure the smooth functioning of the organization. Banks create databases to maintain customers' information, and centralized databases enable you to have easy access to ATM cards. Students' database is maintained where courses, registration, report cards, information is kept by schools or universities. Telecommunications database is maintained to keep records of telephone owners, calls made and process bills. Sales invoice, sales made and inventory data is maintained. Human resource information of employees, salaries, generation of paychecks are also maintained through the databases. RDBMS. Most of today's database systems are referred to as Relational Database Management System (RDBMS) because of their ability to store related data across multiple tables. These are available for many sizes and types of computers. Whether designed for a small or large computer, most databases perform common functions. Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is a relational database management system that helps you to store information for reference, reporting, and analysis. MS Access helps you analyze large amount of information and manage related data more efficiently. It can combine data from various files through creating relationships and can make data entry more efficient and accurate. The data is arranged in the form of tables in Microsoft Access. Every specific piece of information is known as value. A value is located at the intersection of a column and a row. Each individual entry in the table is called a record. For example, in a student's table, the information about each student is a separate record. Each record is composed of one or more fields that contain individual pieces of data. For example, student fields may include roll number, name, address and class. All MS Access database files are saved with the extension .mdb. Starting Access. The MS Access can be started by following the given steps. Step 1. Click on the Start button. Step 2. Click on the All Programs option. Step 3. Click on the Microsoft Office. Step 4. Click on the Microsoft Office Access 2010. Create a blank database. A new blank database can be created and entries can be filled in it. Follow the given steps to create a blank database. Step 1. Click on the Blank Database option. Step 2. Type a name for the new database. Access automatically assigns the .accdb Access Database extension to all database files. Step 3. Click on Create. You can click on the Browse button to find the folder or drive where you want to store the new file. This area will show the path of the location where you will save the database file. Closing database. You can open multiple databases at once, each in its own copy of the application. But after finishing your work, you can close the database without exiting MS Access. Follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on File. File menu will open. Step 2. Click on Close Database. The file menu stays open and the new command becomes selected. Creating a new table in Datasheet view. You can assign general names to the fields such as Field 1, Field 2 and so on in Datasheet view. The table can be created by adding new fields simply by typing the field names into the column heading placeholders. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on Create tab on the ribbon. Step 2. Click on Table button. Step 3. Double-click the column header to create a field name. Type a name for the field. Press Enter key from keyboard. Step 4. Click on Next column. Data type menu will appear. Step 5. Select the data type for the field. For example, select text if you want to add name field. Step 6. Click on Next column. Step 7. Type a name for the field. Repeat steps 4 and 5 to create more fields for the table. Step 8. Click inside the first field of the first row and type the data to enter the first record. Step 9. Press Tab key to move to next cell. Step 10. Type the next field's data. Repeat steps 6 and 7 to complete the record. When you reach the last field, you can press Enter to start a new record. Creating a new table in Design View. A table can also be created in Design View, which allows you to define your table structure before creating the table. Your own field names and descriptions can be entered. Data types can be chosen accordingly to associate with each field. You can also set your own primary key for any field. In Design View, the window is divided into two panes. Top pane, which is used for creating field names, specifying field types and entering field descriptions. Another is Bottom pane, which is used for specifying field properties. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open the database and click on Create tab on the ribbon. Step 2. Click on Table Design button. The Table 1 window appears. Pane in which fields are created. Field name column. Data type column. Description column. Pane in which field properties are specified. Pressing F6 switches between panes. You should define the fields by specifying the required details in the table window to proceed to the next step in creating the table. You should make entries in the field name, data type and description columns and then enter additional information in the field properties box in the lower portion of the table window. Press the F6 key to move from the upper pane portion of the screen, the one where you define the fields, to the lower pane, the one where you define field properties. You should enter the appropriate field size and then press the F6 key to return to the upper pane. Step 3. Type Member ID, the name of the first field in the Field Name column. Step 4. Press the Tab key to bring the insertion point to Data Type field. The text member ID is displayed in the field name column and the insertion point advances to the data type column, indicating that you can enter the data type. The word text, one of the possible data types, is currently displayed. Step 5. If you want to change the data type, click on the arrow button and change the data type according to your need. After selecting the data type, its properties will be displayed in the lower pane. Step 6. After selecting the data type, press the Tab key to move the insertion point to the description column. Step 7. Type your text as the description in the description column. It can contain a small description or purpose of the field. Step 8. Press the Tab key again to move to the field name column in the second row. Step 9. Type the text member name in field name column. Step 10. Press the Tab key to move to the data type column. The word text is currently displayed in that field. Step 11. Press the Tab key to move the insertion point to description column if you want the data type as text. Step 12. Type the text for the description column. Step 13. Repeat steps 3 to 12 to make the remaining entries in the table to complete it. Setting a primary key. A primary key is something we assign to a data field while creating a table. The purpose of primary key is to designate one or more field in a database table as containing a unique piece of data. It means that each record is uniquely identified. The primary key field cannot contain duplicate data or a repeated entry. A table usually has only one primary key. When a unique combination of two or more fields' values forms the primary key, it is called a composite key. Primary key makes it easier to browse and sort records through fields. For example, a student record would use roll number as a key field because it uniquely identifies each student. So, in addition to other information, each student's personal record will have a specific field containing an ID, that is the roll number, unique to itself. The primary key field cannot be left blank, nor can it duplicate the value of another record. In each new table that you create, you will want to set one field as the primary key. Access uses this key to relate this table's records to those in another table. Follow the given steps to set the primary key. Step 1. Choose the field that you want to set as the primary key. Step 2. Click on the primary key button. Do you know? Any columns that can guarantee uniqueness is called a candidate key. A primary key is required for every table to identify records uniquely. The primary key appears in the field indicated by a small key in the field of selector column. The primary key is a toggle key. To remove it, select the primary key field and click on the primary key button again. Saving and closing a table. After completing the table structure, now it's time to save the database. You should give a name to the table before saving it. Follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on the Save button on the Quick Launch toolbar. The Save As dialog box will appear. Step 2. Type the name Members Details in the table name box or any name of your choice. Step 3. Click on the OK button. Access saves the table and the table name appears in the title bar. Step 4. Click on the Close button to close the Rearrange fields. The order of the fields can be changed accordingly as and whenever required. The fields settled in Design View from top to bottom corresponds to the order in a datasheet view from left to right. Follow the steps given below to do the same. Step 1. Click the selector to the left of the field name. Step 2. Drag up or down the mouse pointer on the selector to move the field. A horizontal line shows where the field is going. Step 3. Repeat steps 1 and 2 to move other fields as needed. Insert and delete fields. You can insert a new field into a field list and you can remove existing fields also from that list. Follow the steps given below to do the same. Insert a field. Step 1. Select the field above which you want new field to appear. Step 2. Click on Design tab. Step 3. Click on Insert Rows. A new row appears above the selected row. Type a field name and choose a field type. Delete a field. Step 1. Select the field that you want to delete. Step 2. Click on Design tab. Step 3. Click on Delete Rows. The row will be deleted along with any data that the fields have. Change data type. Data type can be changed to modify each field so that other type of data can be stored in it. The following list summarizes all the field data types available in Microsoft Access. Text. It is used to store data that contains letters, digits, spaces, and special characters. It has a limit of 255 characters and cannot be used for numeric calculation. Memo. It is used to store long text comments. This type has a limit of 63,999 characters. Number. It is used to store numeric values. It can also hold symbols such as decimal points and commas. Date or time. It is used to store date and time values. Currency. It is used to store currency values. Auto number. This is used when you want a sequential series of numbers to be generated automatically. The initial value is 1 and with each record, the value is incremented by 1. Yes or no. It is used for yes or no, true or false, or on or off values. OLE object. It is used to store spreadsheets, Word documents, drawings, photographs, etc. Hyperlink. It can link to websites, email addresses, files on your computer, files on a LAN, or virtually at any other location. Lookup wizard. It is used to create a field that lets you select a value from another table or a list of values. Attachment. This type works only in Access 2007 and Access 2010 databases. It can attach data files from word processing programs, spreadsheets, graphic editing programs, and so on. Calculated. This field type is new in Access 2010. You can use it to create calculated fields directly in a table. It is easiest to set field types before you enter data into the table, but you can change it at any time. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on the down arrow to open the data type list for the field. Step 2. Click on New Type. The type changes in the data type column. Step 3. Click on Save button on the Quick Access toolbar to save the changes to the table. A warning message may appear. Step 4. Click on Yes to allow the deletion of records that violate the new field types rules. You can also click on No to cancel the change. Understanding field properties. Microsoft Access allows each field to have a set of properties that define and control it. These properties include basics such as its size and format, as well as rules for making entries, such as specifying whether an entry is required or restricting an entry to certain values. Lookup tab, General tab, Properties pane, Yes or No properties, drop-down list, Property information. Properties pane. In Design view, the selected field appears in Properties pane. General tab. It contains all the properties of your field in which you are working. Lookup tab. It is primarily for setting up lookup lists. Property information. The information about the property appears in Property information when you place mouse pointer in the Properties box. Yes or No properties. Some properties represent yes or no questions. These are typically already filled in for you with default values. Drop-down list. Some properties have drop-down lists from which you can make a selection. Change the field size. Every field has a size to store a certain amount of data in a particular field. There are different ways of expressing the field size depending on the type of field. Field type, field size, meaning. Text 255. You can specify any number of characters from 0 to 255. Number, long integer. Byte, integer, long integer, single, double, replication ID, decimal. Auto number, long integer. The same as number except there are only two choices, long integer or replication ID. Change the field size. Field size can be changed according to the need of your database. For the text data type, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on the field whose size you want to change. Step 2. Click on the General tab in the Field Properties area. Step 3. Enter the new field size in the Field Size text box. For the number data type, follow the undergiven steps. Step 1. Click on the field whose size you want to change. Step 2. Click on General tab in the Field Properties area. Step 3. Click in the Field Size row. A drop-down menu arrow appears on the row. Step 4. Click on drop-down menu arrow to choose the field size that you want. Set the field caption. You can change the captions to be specified for the fields that are different from their actual names. Captions appear in datasheet headings and on labels in forms and reports. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on the field whose caption you want to change in Design View. Step 2. Click on the General tab in the Field Properties area. Step 3. Click on the Caption row and type a caption. Step 4. Click on Save button in the Quick Access toolbar. Set the field's format. The field's format can be changed to update its appearance in datasheets, forms and reports. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on the field whose format you want to change. Step 2. Click on General tab in the Field Properties area. Step 3. Click in the Format row. A drop-down menu arrow appears on the row. Step 4. Click the drop-down menu arrow to choose the format that you want. For a number or auto number field, the choices represent different number types such as general, currency and percentage. For date or time data types, the choices appear as date or time formats. For yes or no fields, the choices appear as ways of expressing yes or no. Set a default value. If a field usually contains the same value, you can speed up data entry by making that value the default. For example, if 90% of members take yoga as activities, you can make yoga the default value in the activities field. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click on the field whose default value you want to set. Step 2. Click on General tab in the Field Properties area. Step 3. Click in the Default Value row. Step 4. Type the default value. Access automatically adds quotation marks around what you typed if the field type is text. Points to remember. Data is a collection of unprocessed or raw items. DBMS is a software that enables a user to create, maintain and use a database. Microsoft Access is a relational database management system that helps you to store information for reference, reporting, and analysis. A new blank database can be created and entries can be filled in it. In Design View, the window is divided into two panes, top pane and bottom pane. A primary key is something we assign to data field while creating a table. When a unique combination of two or more fields' values form the primary key, it is called a composite key. Data type can be changed to modify each field so that other types of data can be stored in it. Field size can be changed according to the need of your database. A. Tick the